Happy N7 Day. To celebrate, let's take a look back at the 8 moments that every Mass Effect fan will remember. Many games have tasked us with saving the galaxy, but only one series has made us cry at Gilbert and Sullivan songs, ponder the ethics of biological warfare, and develop crushes on masked aliens who speak through gas masks while we did it. Mass Effect, you are 1 in a million. Well, 4 in a million actually, which is why we're paying homage to the series with 8 moments every Mass Effect fan will remember, and probably get a little bit teary thinking about it for that matter. Let's celebrate N7 Day and take a look back at the 8 Mass Effect moments you just can't forget. Our first entry is one of those decisions that made you lay awake at night picturing the face of the friend and companion you consigned to ignominious space death and convulsing with sheer guilt. It's the Virmire Dilemma from the original Mass Effect, and it's on our list because it's one of the first tastes you get in the series for BioWare's absolutely sadistic player decisions. The mission itself is a big moment, introducing you to the Reapers for the first time in the series and throwing all the tough enemies at you as you infiltrate that dastardly Saren's base and destroy it completely. At one point, Kaidan and Ashley get split up, because of course they do, and with enemy forces about to overrun you all, you only have time to go back and help one of them. The other, obviously, will die. Both insist you go and save the other one, but that's little consolation when the dust settles and a game-long companion is no longer. Plus, you lose everything they had in their inventory. Oh, cruel fate.
I'm sorry, Kaidan. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
I wouldn't even bother dabbing your eyes yet, because it's about to get even sadder. Mass Effect 3 is a game of tough moments and goodbyes, but at least most of your comrades who lay down their lives to save the galaxy have the good grace not to sing heartbreaking little songs while they do it. Isn't that right, Mordin? You heartstring tugger and genophage Quarian.
No other option.
Mordin decides to lay his life down curing the genophage in Mass Effect 3, ending tensions between the Quarians and Turian so that they might band together and help with the looming apocalypse. And when the shroud which he intended to spread the cure is sabotaged, he walks calmly into certain death in order to fix it again. And if Shepard has enough Paragon points, you even hear him sing a sad little rendition of an old favourite Gilbert and Sullivan song. It's a poignant callback to a lovely shared memory from Mass Effect 2, and it'll haunt our dreams forever. Romance is a big part of Mass Effect, and every player will have their own personal memories from the choices they made and the relationships they caused, and frankly, I don't want to pry. But there's one absolutely adorable moment in Mass Effect 3 that comes about specifically if you don't romance a couple of characters. Tali and Garrus, any idea what I'm talking about there?
We were just,
Yes, you were just holding each other in a tight embrace because you've secretly been in a relationship behind Shepard's back the whole time, haven't you? But don't worry about it, you two, honestly. It's nice to have someone to cuddle before the Reapers end us all. I mean, it does sound a little bit like you two might be looking for slightly different things, and communication's the linchpin of any relationship really, but like I said, I don't want to pry.
So...
yeah.
A moment from right at the beginning of Mass Effect 2 now, and one that, frankly, might be the single most important moment in the galaxy's history when you think about it. I mean, Shepard suffocates to death in the infinite vacuum of space, and the Normandy's blown to smithereens before the story picks back up in the sequel. So, if the Lazarus Project hadn't rebuilt him, or indeed her, using all those fancy scanners and highly improbable lasers, that would literally just be it for the universe. There'd be no one to unite the races, gather all those war assets, kill about 1 million baddies single-handedly, and eventually avert total annihilation. So yeah, this moment is a bit of a big deal. Also, it reminds us of Alien 3, so that's nice.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
The Mass Effect series is made up of very different games in terms of themes and scope. It's an evolving story that sends you to disparate locations and changes your objectives as the Reaper threat evolves. One thing you can absolutely do in each game of the original trilogy, however, is punch reporter Khalisah Al-Jalani right in the face. It's one of numerous moments Shepard has the opportunity to go renegade and throw fists, but surely the most satisfying. Listen to how smug she is about those leading questions.
It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words.
Imagine what it's like to have that floaty camera thing bobbing about and flashing a beaming light in your eyes while you're trying to answer her. Go on, Shepard. So satisfying.
I wish I'd done that the first time we met.
Have you ever been on an office night out and, the drinks have been flowing, everyone's let their hair down a bit, and oh my goodness, there's the boss attempting to dance right there in front of us. It's like watching a dog walk on its hind legs, isn't it? A creature so far out of its usual mode that it almost looks like they're taking their very first steps. So it proves with Commander Shepard, the most awkward dancer in the galaxy. Here she is in Mass Effect 1, looking like she'd rather be doing her tax return than on a dance floor. Same furrowed brow as ever. And check out this arm thing. Yes, Commander, you've certainly got the moves. Now please stop it. This meme-worthy moment is actually part of a long-running joke throughout the series, beginning with that atrocious dance animation on the Citadel Club dance floor in the original, and leading to Shep thoroughly embarrassing his or herself again in number 2, and again at the party in Mass Effect 3's Citadel DLC. It's a nice bit of character development, really. Someone so confident and capable in literally every other situation who just can't master moving to music.
Good to see some things don't change.
Quarians and Geth. A real philosophical conundrum that gets you thinking about the responsibility one species has or doesn't have towards another that it creates. Less philosophically, it would be handy if those two could just, unite against the Reapers in Mass Effect 3 because otherwise all life will die, etc. There's a great arc to this mission. First off, Shepard learns that not all Geth are hostile after meeting lovely Legion, then embarks on a mission to reclaim their homeworld, Rannoch, from their evil robot overlords. The worst kind of robot overlords, for my money. There are a lot of tick boxes to fulfill in this one, which makes the gamut of potential outcomes massive. Best case scenario, peace between the Quarians and Geth, who have their homeworld back. Worst case, Tali and Legion both killing themselves, and the complete annihilation of the Quarian race. Best save first, eh? And finally, how could we not mention that suicide mission at the end of Mass Effect 2. Even if you've been holding your breath for dangerous periods of time since you last played it, chances are this is the moment you remember most vividly. The tension, the stakes, those meaningful glances between you and all your companions, hurtling towards the collector base to deal a meaningful blow against them and their Reaper bosses. There's every chance that nobody will survive the mission. If you failed anyone's loyalty missions, RIP. Got the wrong person leading your biotics team or fire team, carked it. But, if you get it all right, you pull off an amazing victory against the Reapers without taking casualties. You beat the odds. It's like walking out of a galactic casino with the jackpot, and it only deepens your relationships with your crew. So that's 8 moments that every Mass Effect fan will remember. See, we told you there'd be spoilers. Let us know if we missed any of your favourite moments in the comments below. Drop us a like if you enjoyed that trip down memory lane, and subscribe to Logitech G for more videos just like this one. If you do already subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when our next video lands.